Rob, when you think about payments companies and embedded finance and the future of AI, like what do you think are the biggest opportunities for cards, networks, payments providers when it comes to embedded finance?
I think creating a more seamless process. It's very difficult today to deploy embedded finance. There's too many touch points. Even those platforms that are out there that deliver it, there's a lot of integration work. So I think the agents that can examine integration points and automate those integration points and repeat that over time, I think that's a good example. I also believe that just compressing the transaction cycle time, there are great opportunities for that. The process that exists today is largely the process that existed 20 years ago, just automated in a different form. And I think that AI gives us the ability to radically jump forward, potentially.
Great. And Donald, when you think about the enormous data that the cards, the networks, and the processors sit on, like when you think about sort of value-added services and future experiences, like what do you feel like the opportunity is? Can those companies become media companies? Like where do you see it going?
Travel.
Yep.
I mean, I think there's a range of opportunities. I think one of the biggest ones, because they have data en masse, they have cross-border. They can look at patterns, they can look at specific customer types, and they also make a lot of money, all of the networks, in their travel related and loyalty services. So I think we're just seeing the start, even though that's been a robust business for years, but when you start to really think about that amount of data and the years of data that they have, what are opportunities? I mean, it's also, they don't totally have PII data, they can have transaction data, but a whole new host of thinking about specific travel itinerary services, et cetera. And I think that is one of the next big waves.
Yep, great. So when you think about sort of the cards, the networks, and the processes world, there's probably few elements of financial services that have such huge networks, right? The ability to reach customers every day with every interaction is kind of unlike any other place in financial services relative to those companies. Do you see them being able to threaten the Googles and Apples of the world? Like if the financial services world and they're able to leverage AI, what's the future hold for these companies like with such reach?
So I think that the potential is certainly there. It's not their business model today, and it's challenging to change your business model and become something that you're not today. So, offering those transaction services, being a processor, or being, the card, the base card, that transforming into something else, a media company or an advertising company or delivering of content, is just a fundamental shift. So, could they? Potentially, with the information they have. I think that what I would hope to see someday is this idea of a trusted third party that allows access, as Donald said, to PII, that if I were to give this trusted third party, so the transaction flows through, all of the transaction information is there, but I have an entity that I trust and I am giving them just for this moment in time, just for this, it could be the trip that I'm taking to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm opening that up, so I'm open to possibilities. So, an opportunity, an offer might come in as I'm walking by the store. Now that would be strange and creepy if I hadn't had a trusted third party. It would I wouldn't necessarily trust my card company to do that all the time. It would be overwhelming. But having a third party that had information that is PII, that the card company does not have, but then make those discrete offers just in time with my permission would be interesting. That doesn't exist today.
Great.
I love what Rob said. It's not their core business. So when you think about, some of the networks, even some of the acquirers and things, they are B2B2C. They're some of the most well-known brands, but they don't have the direct reach right to customers. And I love examples like location-based offers and things, but I've looked back on those opportunities and they've been discussed at length. Nobody wants that. How many times does a location-based ad pop up in Waze? How many times have you actually gone off your route to go to Manhattan Mini Storage or Dunkin' Donuts and things? So I think those are more intrusive, but what is their core business is security. So, and the trust that is there. And I do think there's adjacent businesses that absolutely accentuate identity, security, and I think about kind of the world of biometrics and travel and other things. So I think there's opportunities in other parts of the business versus the big digital players that have that direct connect and understand what you're doing and have the analytics to figure out what, how do they want to change their products over time.
Yep, great.